Hey, what's up guys and gals, Rick9G here. Thank you for joining me again. We are going to be looking at Farming Simulator 17 today, but we're going to be doing something a little different. Now, Giants, the developers of this game, decided to come out with, I believe they said at least once a week, but maybe more. They were going to come out with these fact sheets. Now, what the fact sheets contained were actual photos and info on the equipment that's going to be in the game, both new and old, basically what's contained in the game. And I think it would be interesting once a couple of these fact sheets come out to go through them, look at the specs of these things so we kind of know what we're getting into. I think it would be fun. I think it would be exciting. Mostly for people who are already farmers or know farming, because you guys know my background is not in farming, it's in gaming, and then from there I started to enjoy and like and be interested in farming. And so whether you know about farming or not, I think this is a great way to look at the equipment, see how it's used, and there's a bunch of new stuff. So as I said, there's fact sheets. When I collect about 3, 4, somewhere in there, I'll just make a video on them and I'll show them. We're going to start with fact sheet number 1, and here you go. So let's begin. Giants, the Messe, right? I think that's how we pronounce it. I was corrected. And again, feel free in a nice way in the comments. If I make a mistake, just let me know. We're all here to learn. We're all here to enjoy ourselves and have fun. This channel's always focused on learning, positivity, and just enjoying ourselves. So Massey Ferguson Delta 9380. Now I believe this is a completely new harvester that we have. It's actually very beautiful. Look at it. It's nice and red, and I'm sure we'll be able to choose our color. Let's start with the beginning. The category is a harvester, so use this to harvest basically different kinds of things. Wheat, barley. We know from the bottom picture that we're going to be able to use it in conjunction with that header down there for sunflowers. So it's a multi-purpose harvester. Price is $385, a little on the expensive side. I'm going to go out on the limb and say it's not the bottom tier harvester. You're probably going to have cheaper ones. This is one where it's very multifaceted, so it's kind of a cool thing. $1,580 a day, or 80. I'm in the United States. I'm going to say dollars, but it could be euros, whatever money you are familiar with. 1580. That's a bit. So I really think this is a middle or top tier harvester, definitely. Power looks pretty good. 365 kilowatts of power, not bad. Almost 500 horsepower, which is pretty good for something like this. Max speed is 33 kilometers an hour. Wow, that's pretty quick. So I think we're getting a pretty quick harvester. This is a bomb harvester for sure. Fuel capacity is 1120 liters, which is pretty massive for what we're doing here. Tank capacity. So this is how much grain or sunflower seeds, whatever we're picking up, will come in, and that's 12,500 liters. Pretty cool. Now I might just zoom in a little bit. It actually shows us, I know the picture is grainy, this is pretty much from Giant, so that's the best I could get. We can see wheat, we can see barley, sunflower is one of the other two, maybe soybean, and then I think corn at the end, and I don't think that's potato. It might be the new turnip, the oil seed. Is it the oil seed? Not turnip. Beet? Oil seed? Beet? Something like that. I'm going to have to look that up. But you can get up to 6 different types of crops, which is amazing. That's really cool. Let's go down to the bottom. So this is the attachment specifically for sunflowers, probably getting the seeds out. And so it's a header. $54,000, 54,000 euros in price. 110 euros a day, 305 kilowatts of power, 415 horsepower. So what does that mean is that you need a harvester with that kind of power. So you see the one above exceeds it, so that would work perfectly. So let's say your harvester has 200 horsepower, it won't work. It's not powerful enough to power, because remember, these harvesters produce power as well. Operating speed 15 kilometers. So even though the harvester on top goes 33, when you have that header on, you'll only be able to basically harvest at 15 kilometers an hour. Working width is 12 meters, not bad. And crops, this is only used for sunflowers, and this is called the Capello header. Pretty cool. Let's take a look at the others, and here we have the second fact sheet. The second fact sheet has 2 other new pieces of equipment that we're looking at, well, at least from what I know. I don't think these were in 15 at all. So let's look at the top here, green tractor. It's called the Fendt 700 Vario. Pretty cool. It's a tractor, of course, as you can see. Price is 164,000 euros or dollars, whatever you'd like to use. Maintenance, 160 a day. So I'm guessing probably a medium tier tractor. There will be cheaper ones, but it looks pretty cool. I know people are very name brand oriented in the farming industry, in the farming business, so people will go like with John Deere and Fendt and Massey Ferguson and so forth. You know, people like to stick with a certain brand, kind of like BMW, Mercedes. You know, people stick with brands, so it makes sense. So I know a lot of people are excited. I think this is the first time Fend, I hope that's how you say it, Fendt or Fend, is in this. Please nicely correct me at the bottom. Again, not my background, but I want to learn. I want to learn. All right, power range, not a lot of power. 121 to 177, so there is a range there of what it can output. 165 horsepower to 240. Now my brain is saying, why is there a range? It's usually a set amount. Will we be able to put something on there to maybe generate more power? It makes me think that yes, or we might be able to upgrade these. Remember, we'll have dual wheels, so you never know. This is very interesting. Now look at this, guys and gals. 53 kilometers an hour, 32. I am guessing because you could put dual wheels, there'll be two different speeds, so that's really cool. I don't know if the wheels, again, I don't know. You guys let me know if the dual wheels add power or take it away or just provide torque. Probably more traction, obviously, but will the dual wheels allow it to go faster? We'll see. Fuel capacity, 438 liters. Not bad. Of course, not as much as a header. More than half less. So you'll be able to add the front loader attacher. It also says engine. Oh, we'll be able to upgrade our engines. I did not know that till right now. So you'll be able to buy a more powerful engine for this. That is amazing. I think that's a great addition. Aren't you excited about that? Let me know in the comments. Wow, main color and then wheels. So that's all the customizable things you can do to it. Very cool. So wheel setup, standard, wide, narrow, and wheel weights. So awesome. This, I'm super excited. This boosted my excitement level. All right, down here, Joskin Tornado 3. This is a manure spreader at 49,000 euros. Maintenance is 80 a day. Required power, 96 kilowatts, 130 horsepower. Operating speed, either 20 or 12. I'm guessing 1 is just towing, so if you tow it, you can go up to 20. If it's actually dispensing the manure, probably 12. Oh, excuse me. No, is that the conversion for kilometers of miles per hour? I think probably. Oh, I made the same mistake up there as well. With the Fendt? Yes, 53 kilometers, 32 miles an hour. How did I miss that? Yes, I know miles per hour will be implemented now. You'll be able to switch. So maybe that's the difference there. All right, so working with 15 meters, so I'll spread it 15 meters. Tank capacity, 19,000. My issue was always, I wish these would hold a lot more, like 60 or 70,000, you know, but hey. And then filling only for manure. It's called a Joskin, right? Yes, very cool. For you today, the fact sheet number 3. I believe we had the stair. Is that how you call it? Stair? Before, but quote me if I'm wrong, I don't think we had the Terra CVT, or if we did, it was either like a DLC and now this is the vanilla being in there. I don't know. You guys let me know. You guys are a little more inclined to know than me. Now, of course, this is a tractor, 226,000 euros. Maintenance, 360 a day. Power range, again, you'll be able to customize, as I said before, the engine, the wheels, the color, and the rim color. I like that. I really want to make the rims a specific color. That's awesome. So anywhere between 212 kilowatts and 230 and 288 horsepower and 313. So that's not bad. And then kilometers per hour 53 and miles per hour 32. These are fast tractors, a lot faster than what I'm used to. Fuel capacity is 726, so you see that's a lot more than the previous one we talked about. And standard wheels or wheel weight, so we cannot add dual wheels according to this, from what this is saying. So really cool. And then finally, the Lemkin. This is a plowing tool. It's pretty big. Well, from what it looks like, it can plow 4.9 meters, almost 5. It costs almost 60,000 units or 60,000 euros. 50 a day's maintenance. Required power, 177 or 200 horsepower. I mean, it has to meet both of those requirements usually. Operating speed, 15, probably when you tow. and also 9 miles per, so that's probably when you're using the implement. Sorry, kilometers, miles per hour. Now, I do know this is confirmed, Giants said it. Every 3, I believe it's 3 passes. So let's say you cultivate a field and it grows, you sow it obviously, the crop grows and you harvest. After 3 times of that, you're going to have to plow your field every time. So there's cycling. It's going to be required. However, there's a however. They will allow you to turn that option off, which I think is amazing. Lets you play how you want, just like withering. I think that's really cool. Thank you so much for joining me, guys and gals. This is all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments what you think. Again, please remember to always understand where I'm coming from. This is not my background, but I'm so passionate about the game because I think it's so fun and so exciting, and gives me, a city boy, the reality, at least a little bit, of all the hard workers and all the hard farmers out there who work really hard to get food on my table. And I think it's a respect thing. It means a lot to me to be able to see this whole process and play with it because it's fun. Again, you are amazing. Thank you so much for subscribing, for sharing, for liking this video. And don't forget, guys and gals, be hopeful.